Happy January, everyone. I'm sorry it's been a while since I made a video, but one of the things I like to do between making videos is taking a lot of time, watching a lot of other videos, putting together a lot of new information, things that I haven't seen or thought about before, and really doing some critical thinking and pondering some things before I decide to go down that rabbit hole again and share my thoughts with you. And the topic of the video today is going to be about how I think that this case is much closer to being solved than anybody realizes. And there's a couple of reasons why I say that. First, you have the obvious one, and we'll take a listen to Indiana State Police Superintendent Doug Carter say right here that very thing to start off with. For those of you who are new to this case or haven't investigated it, take a listen.
Every time he talks about it, you can see it in his eyes.
It's easy to throw around the cold case idea. Nah, we're not even close to that.
3 years after the homicides, police are continuing to keep what they know close. We asked, but Carter couldn't answer.
What we know is what we know, and we're not ready to talk about that yet.
Now, there he says this case isn't cold, and that was, again, almost 2 years ago now. And as a journalist who's been doing this for as long as I have, one of the things I'm able to do pretty well is read people's body language. And with certainty, I'm 100% certain, just by Carter's expressions, his facial features, things, he's somebody who definitely believes or even knows that they're just one small piece of the puzzle, as he says, away. That's not just him saying that just to trump him and his officers up. That's the truth, and I believe that genuinely. Secondly, obviously I don't have evidence of this, but I happen to be one of those people out there, and not everybody agrees, but I happen to be one of those people who believes that they have actual usable DNA in this case, but they just can't match it to a suspect. And one of the things I'd like to give credit for, rest his soul, I didn't know him, but Michael Katz, one of the videos he made, I think is one of the most telling videos that's kind of crept through the cracks in this entire case. And take a listen here. Here we go back to this video, June 4th, 2021. He talks to Indiana State Police Trooper Kim Riley, where Sergeant Riley says very clearly it's almost as if this person hasn't committed a crime before. Now, why would they know that, or how would he know that? Just take a listen.
Now, is it one of those situations where we got a case that this person's never apparently committed a crime before? We have,
This person's apparently never committed a crime before. That is an exact quote from Indiana State Police Trooper Kim Riley. How would they possibly know that unless they have DNA and they've tried to match it? I personally believe, and this is just my opinion, that day Liberty German and or Abby Williams both fought like hell. And they got some of that suspect's DNA under their fingernails somewhere else. I don't think they went quietly. And I think it left some evidence behind, and they just can't match it to a suspect. They might have a general idea based on familial DNA who the suspect might be, but this would align with the fact that Doug Carter says, hey, we're just one tip away. If somebody gives us that right name, and then maybe they can go on and get that person's DNA and match it, they have their case. I really think it's that close. I think it's that simple. And in light of all this Anthony Shots information coming out, and them asking for tips about people interacting with that profile, boy, I think they're tightening the noose around their list of potential person or persons this could be involved in this. And I would not be surprised if within the next 6 months to a year, we know who this killer is and this person is under arrest or exposed. if they're not alive still. Also, the other thing I found interesting that I wasn't aware of until yesterday, and I don't go and spend too much time on his page. He has some useful information. There's also some things I don't like about his page. Apparently, the property owner where Liberty German and Abigail Williams were found, Ron Logan, passed away from a COVID-related illness recently, which I was not aware of.
The man who owns the property where the bodies of 13-year-old Abigail Williams and 14-year-old Liberty German were found has died.
Who is safe here or anywhere else anymore?
82-year-old Ronald Logan passed away after suffering symptoms from COVID-19.
Cannot believe this terrible thing that happened to the community and the families actually happened here on my property.
Now, we can debate all day whether or not it's coincidence that it happened on his property or if it was somebody who was familiar with his property. Obviously, we don't know what the police know, but one thing that I don't think is a coincidence, and if it is, it's awfully darn big, is the fact that Keegan Anthony Klein was found liking, interacting with, it appears, the Instagram profiles and social media profiles of Abby and Libby prior to these murders. Now, if that's just a coincidence, it's an awfully, awfully big damn coincidence. But then again, if there's one thing this case has taught me, it's that there are a lot of sick individuals, even in that small, area or county. I mean, think about how many people have been arrested or implicated in that area. It's quite a large number of people, and I'm not going to go through all the names, but, some of them, Garrett Kurtz, Thomas Bruce, we could go on and on all day long about the people who are from that area or familiar with that area who've been arrested or involved in different crimes since these murders have occurred. And then obviously, you have the attempted abduction of the 9 or 10-year-old girl with that other sicko. If there's anything that people should learn from this, it's you just got to keep an eye out for your kids and know where they are, because these monsters are out there crawling around all over the place, as they would say in this case, in plain sight. But again, I just wanted to make this video to let people know I think they're really, really close to capturing this person. Let today be the day, and rest in peace to Abby and Libby. I know the 5-year anniversary is coming up, but maybe this video will give the family members or some people some hope, because I think, if you just put these kind of pieces of the puzzle here together that I just showed everyone, I truly, truly believe that they are one piece of the puzzle away. And if somebody does send in a tip that identifies this person, I think that they might be able to match the DNA eventually. And I think that's why they keep saying they're one piece of the puzzle away. Again, I don't have any inside information proving that, but just based on all these things I just showed you, it kind of seems like that's probably the case. Of course, they're not going to come right out and tell everybody that. And I also think that Sergeant Kim Riley might have slipped when he told Michael Catt that. But read between the lines, everybody. They're on to something here, and I think they're on to something real big real soon. Have a great day, everybody, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it.